What if I told you some animals can survive temperatures cold enough to freeze your blood, or hot enough to fry an egg on the ground? From the freezing Antarctic to scorching deserts, these are 10 creatures that evolved mind-blowing body adaptations that lets them thrive where nothing else can. Let's jump into number 10. Kicking that list at number 10, we're going to head over to North America and go to the deserts, where in the summer the temperatures get over 40 degrees, and that is the desert tortoise. So, how do they survive in such hot weather and where rain rarely falls? Their shells aren't just for protection, it's thick and bony, and it also helps to reduce water loss through the skin. They also have a very special kidney, which they can turn urine into water, and this helps to save every drop of moisture they actually get from plants. But here's the coolest part about these amazing tortoises. They will spend up to 95% of their time living in underground burrows. They will dig them themselves, make them nice and deep, and the burrows will stay about 20 degrees, which is a lot more cooler than the surface. And when it does rain, they can drink up to 40% of their body weight in water, which is crazy. And they will store it in their bladder to last them for months, even years. It's a great adaptation that these animals have. Number 9, we're going to head over to one of the hottest places in the world, and that's Africa. The African wild dogs, the African savannah, is brutal. Days hitting 38 degrees and there's barely any shade to be found. Their first superpower is the huge round ears. Those cute little ears aren't just there to look good for hearing prey and predators, they're also packed with blood vessels that release heat as the air flows over them. They're like a built-in radiator. Not only that, they'll also adapt their own behaviour. When hunting or going out, they're normally hunting in the mornings or in late afternoons. And if a pack member does get dehydrated, they can actually regurgitate water from their stomachs to share. Talk about teamwork. Not only are African wild dogs amazing at teamwork, they're also physically made to beat the heat. With their short fur and long legs, these are absolutely amazing animals. Heading over to the next one at number 8, and we're diving deep into the deep ocean to see the scaly-footed snail. Yeah, that's right, the scaly-footed snail lives at the bottom of the Indian Ocean around vents where conditions are extreme. Water temperatures can swing from near freezing 2 degrees to scorching 400 degrees, just inches apart. Plus, the pressure is 900 times what it will feel at sea level. So how does a scaly-foot snail survive this, I can hear you asking? Well, these amazing animals are actually made out of iron. They have iron scales covering their foot, which helps with the boiling water and the freezing temperatures and the pressure. And it also protects them from the vent's harsh chemicals. To add to how amazing these snails are, they have bacteria living in their body that can convert toxic chemicals from the vents into food. So they've got unlimited food. How crazy is that? Number 7 on the list, the ghost of the mountains, the snow leopard. They live at altitudes up to 550 metres in their natural habitat in the wild, where temperatures drop below -20 degrees and oxygen is scarce. Snow leopards' bodies are absolutely phenomenal. Their bodies are built for the harsh world of snow and cold, with their thick fur, which is up to 12 centimetres long on their belly, and that helps to trap warm air close to their skin. Those wide padded feet or paws act like snowshoes to keep them above the snow and to help them get traction and stop them from skidding all over the place. They also have a large nasal cavity that warms cold air before it reaches their lungs, and a long bushy tail that they wrap around the body like a scarf, and this is a great way of staying warm while resting. Even their blood is adapted to these cold temperatures. Snow leopards have more red blood cells to carry oxygen effectively around their body, and it helps with obviously keeping them nice and healthy and breathing. Moving on to number 6 on the list is the kangaroo rat. Get this, those little guys never drink water. They also come from North America deserts, where the temperatures soar up to 45 degrees in their deserts, and water is almost impossible to find. So these kangaroo rats have a unique way to keep their moisture, and they get their moisture from the seeds they eat. Their body will break it down and get the water from them. It's like having a built-in water filter for them. They also have a super effective kidney that removes water without losing water, and they spend all day in cool underground burrows, only coming out at night time when it's a lot more cool in the desert. Even the fur is silky, and that is to reduce heat and to stop absorbing heat. And they can jump up to 2 meters, which is 6 foot, to escape predators without overheating. How crazy are these little animals? Number 5 on the list is the wood frog. The wood frog is nature's only popsicle. Those frogs live in North America, where winter's temperatures drop to -18 and the ground freezes solid. Here's the crazy part, so do the frogs. Up to 95% of the wood frog's body's water turns into ice. The heart stops beating, their lungs stop working, and they look completely dead, but they don't die, because their body produces gluten and urine that acts like antifreeze, protecting their cells from ice crystals. How amazing are these little frogs? When spring comes and temperatures rise, the ice melts, their hearts start beating again, and they hop off like nothing ever happened. That is a mental way of surviving this extreme coldness. Number 4 on the list is the Sahara desert ant, which can walk on sand hot enough to fry bacon. Surface temperatures reach 70 degrees, but these ants don't even break a sweat. Their secret, they run on their tiptoes, only touching the sand with the very tips of their legs to minimise contact time and heat absorption. They can also have a special heat-related exoskeleton that reflects sunlight and protects them from overheating. For such a small animal, they are very, very unique and have one of the best defences against the heat. And they'll move fast, covering a metre per second to get back to their nest before they overheat. Number 3 on the list, I've got to go to the Arctic fox. The Arctic fox is the master of the frozen north. They live in the Antarctic, where temperatures plummet to -50, and winters will last for 8 months of the year. The most obvious adaptations is the coat. It is white, it is thick, white and so dense that even snow can't melt on it. Perfect for camouflage and insulation. In the summer it will switch to a brown or grey colour to blend in with the background. They also have a short ears, muzzle and legs, all to reduce the surface area where heat can escape. Their paws are covered in fur-like snow boots, and the blood vessels are arranged in a way that warms cold blood from the feet before it reaches the core. They even curl into a ball to keep warm, with their bushy tail covering their face. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous frog. Number 2 on the list is the icon of survival itself, the camel. Whether it's the 1 hump or the 2 hump camel, those guys thrive in deserts where temperatures hit 50 degrees during the day and drop to freezing at night. First, let's bust the myth that humps don't store water. They store fat. When food is scarce, this fat is broken down into energy and water. A camel can survive up to 7 months without food and drink up to 135 litres of water in just 13 minutes. Those bodies are full of thick fur, which insulates them from the sun during the day and keeps them warm at night when it's freezing. They have also long eyelashes that can close to keep the sand out of the eyes. Even their blood cells are oval shaped, so they can keep flowing when the camel is dehydrated. Human blood cells would clump together. How amazing are camels? Before we get into number 1, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let me know what your favourite animal is on this list in the comments down below. With that said, let's get on to number 1, and that is the emperor penguin, the toughest bird on earth. They live in the Antarctic, where temperatures drop to -60 and winds blow at 124 miles an hour. Their bodies are built for the cold. Their bodies are built amazingly for the cold, with 4 layers of feathers and a fluffy layer close to their skin and a waterproof outer layer, what traps air that acts as insulation too. Their skin is black to absorb heat from the sun, even in the middle of the winter. But the most amazing adaptations is huddling behaviour. Thousands of penguins will pack together so tightly that the centre of the huddle stays at 37 degrees, the same as humans' body temperatures. They slowly rotate positions so everyone gets to turn in the warm centre. Males take on the ultimate challenge. They incubate the eggs on the feet, covering it with a special flap of skin called a brood pouch. While fasting for up to 115 days, their bodies break down muscles and fat to survive until the female returns with food. How amazing are these penguins? Loyal, great teamwork, and amazing parenting. From iron-plated snails at the bottom of the ocean, to penguins in freezing cold weather, to camels in the boiling heat. Those animals prove that life will find a way to adapt, no matter how extreme the conditions are. Which one blows your mind? Let me know in the comments down below. And like always, hit that subscribe button and watch one of the videos which is floating around now, guys. Until next time, stay wild. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.